Sometimes in construction, we have to work with materials that contain asbestos or in environments where it's present. Because there's a possibility of encountering asbestos or presumed asbestos-containing materials, workers need information to help protect them from becoming exposed. Here we'll cover the following: what is asbestos, uses for asbestos, hazard recognition and control, health hazards, finding asbestos at work, and safe procedures for handling asbestos. What is asbestos? Asbestos is the name for a group of 6 naturally occurring silicate minerals. Just like many other ores, asbestos is mined and then refined and used to make many products. Asbestos is not man-made. Asbestos is generally made up of fiber bundles which easily separate into long, thin fibers. The fibers are strong, durable, and resistant to heat and fire. They're also long, thin, and flexible, so they can be woven into cloth. For many years, asbestos was considered a miracle mineral. It's fireproof and resistant to acid and corrosion, as well as being a good electrical insulator. Asbestos was used in roofing and flooring products, fireproofing materials, reinforcing cement, pipes, friction products such as automobile brake and clutch linings, electrical insulation, thermal and acoustical insulation. This is just a partial list of the products that asbestos may be found in. Finding asbestos. Before the 1970s, asbestos was used in schools, homes, factories, and public buildings. It was sprayed on ceilings where it often looked like white popcorn. It was used in and on walls to help deaden sound. Asbestos was used as wrapping for steam and water pipes, duct systems, and boilers. It was used to fireproof beams in steel buildings. These beams can still be found in false ceilings. Hazard recognition. Currently, not all types of building materials have been assessed for the presence of asbestos. Suspected materials must be presumed as asbestos-containing materials, or PACM, unless proven otherwise. Asbestos is difficult to find, identify, and safely handle. Don't attempt to remove it yourself. If you encounter PACM, you must immediately leave the area and notify your supervisor. They'll take the necessary steps to correct the problem. Although the use of asbestos in the United States was essentially halted in the late 1970s, with just a few exceptions, it has continued to have a real impact on the country. The lives of many individuals have been adversely affected by previous asbestos exposures, and asbestos can still be found particularly in old homes, factories, and commercial buildings. This continued presence of asbestos means that it's likely more individuals will be impacted in the years to come. Hazard control. Today, a great deal is known about the health hazards that result from overexposure to asbestos. It's very important for your health to work safely with or around asbestos. Most asbestos abatement professionals agree that unless asbestos is friable, that is, easily broken or damaged, it's safer to leave it in place. Friable asbestos is the most hazardous. Asbestos which can easily crumble or be pulverized to dust by simple hand pressure is friable. Sanding, scraping, and cutting are other procedures that cause asbestos to be friable. These actions release the harmful fibers. Breathing hazards. Asbestos has been declared a known human carcinogen, having been commonly associated with asbestos cancer. The respiratory tract is the primary bodily system affected by asbestos exposure. Asbestos fibers are so tiny you need a microscope to see them. You can easily breathe them in without knowing it, whether they're in the air or on your clothes. Health hazards. Asbestos can cause serious lung and breathing diseases. The primary diseases associated with asbestos exposure are asbestosis, lung cancer, and mesothelioma. These diseases can take as long as 15 to 35 years to show up. Smokers who are exposed to asbestos are as much as 90 times more likely to get certain lung diseases than non-smokers. Safe procedures. Only trained and protected personnel are allowed to work with asbestos materials. All other personnel should report any suspected asbestos problem and shouldn't disturb it. Some people are specially trained to work with asbestos. If you aren't, don't sand, scrape, cut, remove, or drill into walls, ceilings, or floors, or other material where asbestos may be present. If you ever have to work with asbestos, your goal is to prevent breathing it in. There are a number of safe procedures that can help. Specially trained personnel only wet asbestos before working on it, if it's safe to do so. Some jobs require the use of a high-efficiency particulate air or HEPA-filtered vacuum cleaner. Sealed glove bags are also used. Working safely with asbestos depends on both you and your supervisor. Only work with asbestos or PACM if you have received special training to do so. Review. Asbestos is a naturally occurring silica-based mineral that's refined into tiny, strong fibers. It was used in heat and electrical insulation, automobile brake and clutch linings. Asbestos was used extensively in the pre-70s and may be found in our homes and industrial facilities. We talked about safe procedures of handling asbestos, presumed asbestos or PACM, and health hazards of asbestos.